The next to the last stop on the NNSCRA Mello Yello Racing Series brings us to Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona, as we're set for racing here today on this 1 mile racetrack right in the middle of the desert here in Arizona. As we have, of course, like Rockingham and Charlotte, it'll both be double headers for both the Mello Yello Racing Series and the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as we mentioned, to finish the seasons off in both series. But today we're here for the running of the Outback Steakhouse 200, as we're set for 32 laps in the Mello Yello Racing Series here at Phoenix. On the pole for today's race, it's Quentin Moore, who happens to also be the points leader in the Cup Series, by the way, as well, too. But trying to stay in the top 10, but trying to get a top 10 spot here in this series, as a matter of fact, too. The number 97 Fisher Engineering Buick. He's flanked by another Buick on the front row, Dylan Young, the number 2 Detroit Gasket Buick. He's now number 2 in the points coming into this event, behind the leader, Nick Gunther. Going to row number 2, it's car number 83. It's Austin Reed, the Bullfrog Knits Pontiac. And number 47, Jesse Turner, the Race Hill Farms Pontiac. Third row has a Ford and Pontiac row. That's Keith Batson, car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford, who won at Michigan this season. He's alongside Rafael Duke, car 72, the Kodiak Pontiac. He's won twice this season so far. He won at Dover, and he also won at Richmond. Fourth row is car number 8, Cole Deaver, and number 5, Phil Parker. Starting in the fifth row is car 52, Seth Cole, and 33, the points leader, Nick Gunther, in the Miller American Buick. Gunther was the winner of the last race in the Tour at Rockingham. He also won at Bristol. Seth yet to win this season. Next row down is number 89, Jessica Shelton, in the Coors Melling Ford, and number 37, Daniel Bouchard, the Crisco Buick. Next row down is car number 15, excuse me. That is Stephen Colon, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and number 25, James Henry, the Moroso Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 21. That's Carson Gum, the Chattanooga Chew Buick, and number 14, Allison Rain, the Coors Light Chevrolet. Next row down is number 00, James Sykes, in the Thomas Brothers Country Ham Oldsmobile, and car number 31, the Ford of Roberto Crown Jr. Next row down has car number 51, Laura Chung, in the Valvoline Pontiac, and number 63, Henry Sanford, in an Escapade Pontiac. Next row down is number 7, Destin Bowen, in the Skull Bandit Buick, and number 84, Action Bands Buick of Eric Monaco. Then it's number 44, Alex Miller, in the Piedmont Airlines Oldsmobile, and number 10, the winner at Charlotte, Ryan Brommer, in the MJ Sullivan Mobile One Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 36. That is Joshua Osborne, the Cox Street Lumber Pontiac, winner at Oswego this season. And number 32, Gabby Conklin, the Bud Light Buick. And the next row down has number 30. That's Nathan Orman, the GM Government Chevrolet. And number 12, Amanda Evans, in the Piper Aircraft Buick. Number 75 is the next row down on the inside. That's John Andrews, the Food Country Oldsmobile. And number 99, that is Zach Winkle at the wheel of his unsponsored Buick. Next row down has car number 06, Zachary Fitzwater, coming from way out back, one of the big runners here this season. He's alongside car number 1, that's Jackson Haywood, both of them driving cars, Ford's own, sponsored by Carolina Ford dealers, albeit different teams. Next row down is number 88, Matt Haas, and number 27, Logan Williams. Next row down has number 22, Caleb Fogler, and 23, that's Daniel Bouchard. Next row down is number 34, Crispin Morgan, and number 6, Paul Minnick, another one of the drivers that's trying to chase down Nick Gunther in the points. And starting shotgun the field is another driver up in the top 5. That's Audra Baranowskis, albeit not with a shot, albeit she does not have a shot at the championship now, unfortunately for her, but still can get a top 10 finish in the season, of course, for her. Beside Baranowskis is car number 11, Belle Moscow, at the wheel of the Skull Chevrolet. In-car cameras in today's race here. Nick Gunther and Dylan Young will be 2 of our in-car cameras in today's race. Our third camera will lie inside the car of Cole Deaver. As the base cars about to leave the field off pit road, we're about to get the command to fire the engines for the Outback Steakhouse 200. Command given the fire the engines as we're set for racing here today on this 1 mile racetrack here as the pace car leads the field off of pit road for the pace lap. Will be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car is ducked off on the pit road here. As the pit entrance is coming off turn number 2 here at Phoenix. This used to be the start. This used to be the front stretch here, but the front stretch has been changed here at Phoenix a few years back, as it is now coming off of turn number 4, coming off what used to be turn 2 at Phoenix here International Raceway. About to get the green flag here. Quentin Moore and Dylan Youngley is a non-start finish line. Green flag is in the air, and we're underway. And anybody who's run this track in our competition knows that things can get spread out. Things can get spread out pretty quickly here on this track here, as opposed to how it used to be at Phoenix in any series that we run in the NNSCRA. Quentin Morley's the very first lap of this race here, and look at Jessica Shelton down the low side. She's going to try to make a 4 wide into turn number 1. And she's going to try to get 4 or 5 cars in one fell swoop going out the turn. And oh, she turns Seth Cole, and around goes Seth and Jess both. And the points leader, Nick Gunther's in the crash. Gunther's in the deal, as well as on Cole Deaver, number 8, another driver who's in the points hunt. He's also crashed. Back in torn up on his Chevrolet. I saw Paul Minnick involved as well too in a 6 car. Another driver that's in the points hunt. And it doesn't look like Minnick has any damage on his number 6 Southern Biscuit Flour Buick. But this crash happening on lap number 2, coming off turn number 2. And it all started with Seth Cole and Jessica Shelton. Well, they got 4 wide here. Shelton, again, as I mentioned, tried to get 4 or 5 cars in one fell swoop. Coming off corner number 4, or turn number 2. It used to be turn 4, actually. Seth gets into it with Austin Reed in the 83 car, and then drives right into Shelton's car, into that machine. Cole Deaver had nowhere to go, but right into Jess's car. Dylan Young got put in the wall, but I don't think he's got any damage on his machine. And there's where Deaver, he got involved as well too. Into the wall he went. Everybody else trying to play a game of where do I go when I get there. There's where Gunther got involved in the 33 machine here as the several cars getting closer. Carson Gum got a piece of it, as did the 7 of Destin Boland. And there's where the back of the pack right there got involved there. Jackson Haywood, Bale Moscow, Roberto Crown Jr., Nathan Ormond. And I don't think any of those got damaged here. Neither did Caleb Fogler in 22 and Audra Baranowskis in the 17 and the 6 of Paul Minnick. Several cars kind of twitching a bit. They're trying to get their cars to start back up. Well, we had in-car cameras in both Cole Deaver and Nick Gunther's machines here. Let's take a ride first off with Gunther in car 33. And Gunther almost made it through until somebody got Shelton, and then she's spinning right in front of where Gunther was at, and then just Gunther had nowhere to go. From Cole Deaver's perspective, another one looked like it was going to get away with minor damage and did not. And from Dylan Young's perspective, cars number 2. So out of those cars, Dylan Young was the luckiest of the bunch as the pace car's is now on the pit road again. And the replay's ended just in time, so we're getting a separate restart on lap number 7 of this 32-lap event here at Phoenix as the green flag's about to fly. And it's Quentin Moore your leader, then Keith Batson, Austin Reed, Dylan Young, and Jesse Turner the top 5. Austin Reed to the inside, trying to go for second position on Keith Batson. He's got the position now. The Bullfrog Nits Pontiac, car number 83. Austin's has come on the last few races, and not just in this race, but also in the Cup Series as well too. It's been a rough season for Austin in both series for that fact too. But Austin's team is gelling right now as they come through turns number 1 and 2 now. Right now, running in second position. Right now, he had a third in the Cup race at Martinsville earlier this season. The night race at Martinsville, as Roberto Crown Jr. saw him on pit road for an unscheduled stop here. And now Dylan Young has got to capitalize though. With Gunther having his problems here, Young can take the points lead back going into the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Slick 5300. But gotta keep keeping your nose clean in traffic like this, so that's easy said than done, obviously, in this series here. As you see, Phil Parker moving to the inside of Raphael Leduc there. He's got the push from Joshua Osborne. Talking about Parker in car number 5, the Advanced Auto Parts Buick. And those two drivers here, I'm sure, both Parker and Osborne, both going to different rides next season in the Mello Yello Racing Series. And Keith, I'm sure, is going to try to see which Ford he wants to pick out for his team next season. For some drivers, they have next season set up pretty much, you know. In the others, and for others, it's kind of a up in the air. But what's in the air right now is racing at Phoenix International Raceway, as we have now James Sykes going to the low side of. Trying to go to the low side of both Keith Batson and Raphael Leduc, and that's not going to work for Sykes, I should say here, as he now regroups, tries again here as he gets by James Henry, and he's now this time he's got the push from Allison Rain, or I think had a push from Allison Rain, and Allison went to the inside there. No dice for Allie as they come through turn number 1 and 2 again here, and now Sykes again close up at the back of Batson's car. Again, it's Quentin Moore, your leader of the race right now here at Phoenix, as they go to turn number 3 now. Danny Bouchard in number 37 to the low side now. So let's see where Sykes is running right now. He's in 9th position, and Allison Rain right now runs in 10th. So this is 10th on back, and whoa, John Andrews just about clipped the end, just about clipped the end of the pit wall. That was really close. Take a look at what happened right here. I mean, and look at John Andrews, number 75 car. It was him and Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater almost turned Andrews. Daggone, that was close. We're gonna go to a far chase view on this one. That was really close here. That was almost disastrous for John Andrews. I mean, that could have been a huge hit for him. Even though that end of the pit wall is protected by water barrels, it still does not lessen the impact of the hit that the car's going to take. You know, and they say in all forms of motorsports, hit anything except the end of the pit wall. Hit anything except that. And of course, that statement is especially true if you're in open wheel racing or IndyCar, Formula One stuff, or racing like that. But right now, Jesse Turner's taking second position away here now from Austin Reed, who's now dropping back a little bit here. Keith Batson goes by. Here comes Jesse, or I should say, the 00 car of James Sykes, and now Dylan Young is mixed with as well too. Car number 2. Cars out of the race so far here. That's the 15 of Stephen Colon, the 11 of Vale Moscow. The only car a lap down is Roberto Crown Jr. in 31 as you jump on board with Dylan Young. He's got to be feeling good right now points-wise there, because right now Cole Beaver's in 31st and Paul Minnick is in 26th position and Nick Gunther is 28th in the field right now here at Phoenix here. So Dylan Young can at least stay where he's at or even improve. And he will easily take a points lead back coming into Atlanta, the finale of the season here. As you see, Phil Parker now losing a spot to Rafael LeDuc in the 72 machine, and LeDuc just about. Oh, here comes Parker, a crossover move on the low side. Here comes the number 5 car again. That was me dropping a bottle of hand sanitizer. Anyway, But LeDuc and Parker having a good battle right there. And meantime, battle for the lead here between the 97 and 47. Here comes Jesse Turner to the low side for the top spot. Turner down the low side of the racetrack here. Quentin Moore has got, and Quentin Moore, of course, if he's driving one thing right now, he's driving frustrated right now because he had a bad qualifying run for the Cup race there, at Phoenix here again, but hoping to trust his power to move his way through the field like he did the last race in the Tour at Rockingham in a series. So Quentin, and of course Quentin's frustrated because he qualified in the back, and he has the points leader coming into the Cup Series race here tomorrow. As Jesse Turner takes the lead now from Quentin, and Quentin's not giving up that 97 machine now, as he's got Joshua Osborne breathing down his neck right now in the 36 machine. So they got Pontiac in first, Buick in second, Pontiac in third, and a Buick in fourth, and a Pontiac in fifth. So it's a kind of a pattern here: Pontiac, Buick, Pontiac, Buick, Pontiac in the top 5. In today's race so far, as we have now 10 laps remaining here at Phoenix, Arizona. And here comes Quentin once again, going for the top spot here. To the low side goes car number 97 as they are side by side down the front. Now, what used to be the front stretch here, now the back stretch now. Quentin gets a run into turn number 3 now. Let's see what happens through the third and fourth corners. And Turner led by about 3/4 of a car length now, but Quentin's going to try it once again in a turn number 1. He's got Joshua Osborne helping him in that 36 machine right now to go through turns number 1 and 2. Quentin pulls ahead for the time being there, but Turner foot flat to the floor in that 47 machine. And that's bringing Phil Parker and Rafael LeDuc in the mix right now. And whoa, that's close. The 47 again let the last time by, but this time by about a bumper. All this at about 145 miles an hour here at Phoenix, Arizona. And here comes Osborne on the low side again as Quentin Moore takes the lead again in car 97. And here comes Parker and LeDuc. They have both caught up to the front 3 cars now. And throw another car in the mix there. That's the... Well, you got about 4 more cars lined up back there. That's Austin Reed, James Sykes, Keith Batson, and Daniel Bouchard. And a battle right there behind those two right there. That's for 10th position. Are Dylan Young and James Henry going at it. Oldsmobile on the low side, Buick on the high side of the racetrack here. That's Dylan Young in the 2 car and Henry in the 25. Dylan Young will be back with that number 2 car next season, but it'll be New Holland. This is sponsored, and it'll be on a Chevrolet next season in this series. But Quentin Moore trying to hang on here. He's got now. They have come down now for 5 laps remaining in the race here, but they are closing up on lap traffic now. Battle for third going on here. Phil Parker, low side of Jesse Turner. Coming across the start-finish line now. There were 4 laps remaining. In the meantime, Joshua Osborne, car 36, trying to close up on the back of Quentin Moore in 97. They're going to be now down to 3 to go in this race. And Osborne did close up. It's 28 hundredths of a second that time by between the 97 and 36 machines. Lap car up ahead. That's Zach Winkle in the 99 car. There's the copter view of those 2 machines here. Now down to 2 to go. Jesse Turner up in the back of Osborne's back bumper now, as you see Seth Cole and Audra Baranowskis now up ahead. And here comes Turner. He's going to try to spoil the party for Osborne. Turner to second. Now what's Jesse Turner going to do? Osborne's going to try to push him now as Quentin Moore's going to see the white flag this time by. They have 1 lap remaining here at Phoenix. Osborne sliding around there a little bit, trying to come off turn number 4. That's going to cost him right there, come off the 4th turn now. White flag is way for Jesse Turner. Is he going to hold, for Quentin Moore, should say, is he going to hold off Turner now? They come down the backstretch now. Turner getting the draft off Moore's car. He's got 1 more shot through the middle of through 3 and 4. He drives in hard that time by, but it's not going to happen for him. Off to number 4, Quentin Moore wins the Outback Steakhouse 200 at Phoenix. Quentin Moore, car number 97, dominates today in the desert, in the middle, in near Phoenix, Arizona, in the city of Avondale to be exact. Here, boy, Jesse Turner, and holding off the likes of Jesse Turner, Phil Parker, and Joshua Osborne. That's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on your in the order. And Rafael Leduc rounds out the top 5. What a finish here today. I tell you, Quentin Moore drove like a madman in these last 10 laps in this race. He had to try to hold up everybody out here. And, of course, lap traffic just about cost him in that race as well, too. But lucky for him, the Turner and Osborne got the battling back behind him, and it paid off for the Q-Man himself from the state of Tennessee as he pulls it off here today. 121.639, the average speed in today's race. As we have 27 down and 1 race remaining on the season. That'll be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Slick 5300. Rest of the top 10 for you here. James Sykes finishes 6th. Daniel Bouchard 7th. Austin Reed with a nice finish here today. He ends up finishing 8th. Keith Batson 9th. And James Henry comes home 10th. Then Alex Miller, Zachary Fitzwater 12th. Alex Miller's 11th. Zachary Fitzwater's 12th. Dylan Young 13th. Ryan Brommer 14th, and 15th is Gabby Conklin, and John Andrews, Eric Monaco, Allison Rain, Logan Williams, and Destin Boland, the top 20 in today's race there. Then it's Matt Haas, Amanda Evans, Daniel Voiles, Henry Sanford, and Paul Minnick, the top 25. Then Nathan Orman, Caleb Fogler, Kristen Morgan, Jessica Shelton, and Nick Gunther, the top 30. And Gunther did not need that today as the points leader as well. Neither Cole Deaver, he has shot 2 coming in this event points wise, and he drops to 31st in the finishing order. Jackson Haywood, Laura Chung, Carson Gum, the last car to finish on the lead lap. Then Audra Baranowska, Seth Cole, Zach Winkle, Roberto Crone Jr., Stephen Colon, and Vale Moscow was the last of the finishing order in today's race here. 38 cars finished this race here today, and 34 of them on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at Phoenix International Raceway here. Congratulations once again to Quentin Moore, the winner of the Outback Steakhouse 200 Mello Yello Racing Series event. And as he takes the number 97 Fisher Engineering Buick, the Morgan Shepherd colors the victory lane here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Star Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and be sure to, and if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, then get with Seth, and he'll get you going. Also, be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being X867-5309-858X is Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and also the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series from channel Thrashmania99. That's Levi McIntyre's channel as well too, and subscribe to both those channels for some cool stuff as well too. Again, it's Thrashmania99 and X867-5309-858X. Both those channels, subscribe to those for some cool stuff, and of course subscribe to this channel here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Phoenix. For now, this is James Gwaltz. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you back here at Phoenix for the Castrol GTX Cup Series race, the Subway 500.